Hey guys, just want to hop on real quick with you for a few moments and share with you, as you can see in the title and in the commentary, and there's a link posted also. And I want to encourage everybody, I want to say right off the bat here, in case you don't have time to listen to me uh, for the next a couple of minutes, click on that link. I want you to download this episode from the Maxwell Leadership Podcast, where two of my mentors, John Maxwell himself and Mark Cole, a man I absolutely love and adore and cherish, and he's much younger than me, but I always like to say, that when I grow up, I want to be like Mark. Okay, I want to be like Mark. But this link, they're interviewing another gentleman that I have been following for a few years. I've been listening to his podcast, I've been reading his book. He just got a brand new book, and I'm going to tell you something. I think this may be one of the best books to help us to grow ourselves, to help us to add value to others, and to help us have a shift in our thinking and our attitude about life and time and purpose and why we're here, placed in this place called the earth, that we get to be who we are designed to be, and that is to add value with your skills, abilities, and talents. You're adding value. Maybe you're living into your purpose, but the purpose is the vehicle of that purpose may be different based upon our employment or our job or our career field. Okay, that's a vehicle, but our purpose truly is, and I want to tell you this, and this is from me, not Ed, but I'm sure Ed would agree. Our purpose in life is not to fulfill our own personal desires and needs, but to help other people by filling those gaps. Many of you have heard me talk about filling gaps. We're gap fillers and people have gaps. Well, this book I think is going to be something that I want to encourage everyone to get. Now the links to the book and other links are in the podcast notes. So if you'll take time, listen to this podcast that Mark Cole and John Maxwell do with Ed Mylett. And if you're not already a fan of Ed Mylett, I can promise you this: when you listen to this, you're gonna want to see his videos, you're gonna want to get his books, you're gonna want to listen to his podcast. The guy is a phenomenal leader, thought leader, and influencer, and he's helping people around the world. So I want you to be able to do that. I want you to connect with that. So the podcast link, like I said, it's in the post that I made up above. So you may have to open the whole dialogue to check that out. But whether you're watching this on Facebook or you're watching this on my YouTube channel, the Happy Hour Leadership uh, YouTube channel, get in there, look at the notes, and download the the Maxwell Leadership Podcast. And if you're not already subscribed to that, I want to encourage you to do that, because he has amazing interviews and perspectives on leadership, uh, for self and for others as well. So do that, check it out. And I just really felt inclined to get on here really quick and make this happen. I want you to know that many of the things that you're holding back on, okay, that you think you can't do, the truth is you can do it. But we come up with excuses, and many times we're listening to voices, and those voices are the voices of other people who are saying you can't do it. And many times those voices, and I've said this before, those voices that say we can't do it are no longer speaking to us, but we're regurgitating their voices. We're regurgitating their language and their doubts and their naysaying. Okay, we're doing that to us. So the biggest culprit, our biggest enemy, our biggest adversary when it comes to our personal and professional and relationship progress is us. It's us. You can't blame somebody else. Yes, you may say, so and so influenced me, but let me tell you something about influence. Influence is an incredible, valuable tool that you don't want to mess with unless you're intentional about adding value to the lives of other people. Because whatever you're doing, you're influencing somebody in some way, some fashion, whether it's a negative influence or it's a positive influence, you are influencing. Now, here's what I also know. You're also influencing somebody who's going to influence somebody else. You get that? Ed Mylett talked about his life changed when his father gave up alcohol. His dad was an alcoholic, and he was a mean alcoholic. And somebody, and Ed doesn't know who, somebody came into his father's life and changed his life forever. Where he says, you know what? When he asked his dad, said, "Dad, how you doing today?" He says, "Well, I got one more day, one more day." Now I'm paraphrasing here, but what he's saying is he was off one more day of drinking. Now, people that have had alcoholism, people that have been with drugs, these people, And they say each and every single day is another day that they succeed. In other words, this gentleman also, he celebrated his birthday every year, but it wasn't his biological, natural born birthday. He celebrated his birthday of when he was sober. But somebody got him there. Somebody spoke to his heart. Somebody encouraged and influenced him to make that change. And now, because of that, Ed's life has changed. His children's lives are changed. His family's lives are changed. The world is changed by the people that he has been able to influence, because he's been able to change his life based upon one person making a decision to do something right and righteous for someone else. You get to do that. You get to do that in whatever you're doing at today. I always say that wherever I'm at, that's my ministry. Wherever I'm at, that's my ministry. Now, don't get confused with ministry being it's always about religion. It's not about religion. Ministry is not about religion. Ministry is, where are you serving? Where are you serve where you are at? That's your ministry. Doesn't matter where you're at. We can all serve. So, closing off, get the book. Listen to the podcast. Make sure to get the book. And one more note on the book: when you buy the book, when you buy the book, Ed has agreed that proceeds from that, I can't remember how much, if it's 100% proceeds or a percentage of the proceeds from the purchase of the book that he's got, is going to help the victims. I think it was 100% help the victims of Uvalde, Texas, going to the families. A lot of people are supporting them, and we need to do that. We need to come together. And your contribution by buying that book, that's a small thing that we can all do that's going to make a big difference. So do that. I'm getting the book. I'm going to read the book. I'm going to go through the book. I'm probably going to come back on here. I'm going to share the book and what I'm learning from that when I get it, because I truly believe that it can change lives. I know it's already changed my life just by hearing about it. Helping to change my thinking, my process, how I'm going to add value to someone's life today, because I know each and every day when I get up, that's my life purpose. Whose life am I going to make better today? Then at nighttime, I reflect and I say, whose life did I make a difference in today? I hope you have that same attitude, my friends. All right, God bless you. I'll see you next time. Take care. Make sure to get out there and make somebody's day today, okay? Add value. All right, God bless. Love you.